Testing 1 2 1 2. It's been a long day. You just wanna go away. You can't sleep at night, and now I'm here. I can't promise tomorrow, but you're gonna feel out today. We can tangle it away. Now I'm here.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi, SOLs. Welcome back to Life with Spirit Girl and the vlog channel. And this little chit chat, story time, update, detail to the last vlog. I believe the last vlog was vlog number, I want to say 5. Let me go and check it. I'm going to check it right now just to make sure. Just in case you be like, you know what? I should have watched the vlog first. I suggest that you watch the vlog first before you watch this little chit chat. But if you're okay with me just going into the chit chat, ramble, story time, and you're okay with not watching the vlog, that's cool. But I just want to make sure that you don't ask me, Spirit, where's the vlog at? And I don't see it. I'm all over the place. I got different platforms, so I may not see your comment right away. And because the channel is semi-small, I get to read some of your comments and not feel like, oh my God, overwhelmed with so many comments, or I feel like I done left somebody out. You know what I mean? Okay. So the last vlog, it says vlog 5. It's vlog 5. And the title was Someone from the Internet Wanted to Date Me. Yeah, okay. And I'm going to go to the comments. And the comments is sporadic throughout the channel. I think, yeah. Because the channel is semi-small, so I can see your comments, okay? Make sure I go to help for review. I don't see anything there, okay? So, one comment, Globall8 said, Spirit, I love your personality, your attitude, and your overall positive outlook on life. X, your videos, I think X means I love. Your videos have made my life turn around 180. Oh, girl, okay, you know what I'm saying? Yes, if I could add a little bit to your life and it makes you feel good, give you something to look forward to, that makes me feel good. I'm all about good energy over here because I need it all the time, okay? I'm very spoiled when it comes to good energy. I'd rather have good energy all the time than anything else. Please keep doing what you're doing. You have given me so much hope for the future by just being you. Yeah, and she got the X, the X and the love, the hearts and the thank you, and then her country flag. I love that. Oh, I'm gonna have to look that flag up. I'm gonna have to look that up so I can see where you from. And then Vanessa 4587 said, I miss you. I love hearing your stories. I also love a good thunderstorm. Girl, I know that's right. That's why I'm talking tonight, because it's raining out there. I don't know what else it's going to do. I told my daughter earlier, when the sun was peeping through, I was like, I think it's going to storm or it's going to rain. She's like, no, it look okay outside. That's It took a minute, but yeah, it definitely rained today. I felt it coming. Well, my knee felt it. My knee felt it. And then Dinah Scarborough, 249, said, love these videos. I'm glad you like them. And then Ram Ma Ralphie 6093. I know I butchered the heck out of that. How I love these life updates. They feel so personal and heartfelt. It's so good to see you smiling, Mama Spirit. These videos give the fun and chatter vibes that the vlogs give and the comfort the ASMR ones give. I love you so much and appreciate you always. Oh my God. Thank you. Oh my God. Let me heart all y'all. Let y'all know that I see your comments and I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all loving the vlog channel. In the beginning, this was just like a test run, trying to figure out what I was going to do with this channel. Because I just felt like I do so much ASMR and I do vlog, and I do feel like the vlogs sometimes get lost. The vlogs get lost in the ASMR. And some, do you know, I've been doing ASMR for 8 years, and some people still don't know that I vlog. And you know, I'm not surprised because it may not come on their timeline. They don't watch vlogs, so it's not going to be suggested to them or anything like that. So yeah, I decided that I would make. Oh, she left another comment. She said, "You're a star, Mama Spirit. Of course you're going to get recognized." Oh my God. No, I am. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. But I am just me, okay? And I think it's the face. You know what I'm saying? My face is just recognizable. I used to love Spirit and Nadine vlogs. I sang the intro with y'all all the time, and glad Dream is back too. Oh, yeah. I love the "It's Nadine the Spirit, it's Nadine the Spirit." Hey, y'all. I miss that a lot. I don't know when or if we're ever going to like really appear back on Nadine the Spirit, because we was like, it was, I don't know, y'all. I don't know, but I do know we do want to continue with the ASMR video. We just don't know when or how we're going to go about it, because I'm not the only one. Life has been going through like a 360 since all of the changes in the world has affected not just me, but a whole lot of people. And then I'm completely all grown up, you know, where Nadine and Dream still had growing to do, growing into their adult hood as people, and they make different choices than what I would make. But one of the intentions, our definite intentions, is to keep our ASMR video, because ASMR is like sentimental to us, you know, sentimental. Now, not saying that we won't, you know, just out of nowhere just be like, okay, we're going to vlog on Nadine Spirit again. We don't know. We don't know. But for right now, we're kind of like being guided by God and just going the route that God wants us to go, and we're doing the best that we can in our circumstances. But just know that Nadine know that y'all love her. She love y'all too. Nadine love y'all so much, okay? That's why y'all are able to get y'all ASMR videos, because without Nadine, they're probably, I don't know, child, I don't even know how I would be able to do all of the things that is organized, because basically, because Nadine organized and she kind of like set things in place. So, you know, just know she's still with y'all, even though y'all don't see her in the camera. She's still very, very much and very important to ASMR the Chew. So I just want y'all to know that, okay? Now, getting back to what I was saying. Yeah, the name of the vlog was "Someone on the Internet Wanted to Date Me." Now, I don't know what I'm going to title this. It's going to be something close to that, but I don't know how I'm going to title it. I ain't never talked about this before, because when it first started happening, I I don't know. I had a little hope that maybe something was going to come out of this. Now, before I get started, y'all know I just came out of a relationship. I don't even know if I want to say relationship anymore. I think a situationship, because now that I'm still going through all of the feelings and how I feel about the situation. And right now, I feel like I'm in kind of like you go through different stages and emotions, okay? So right now, I'm still in the disappointment and the anger stage, more so than the hurt stage. And I think that I'm not in the hurt stage because I'm not allowing myself to really deal or face everything that done happened all together, because it's, it's not just painful, it's just like I'm just disappointed even in myself for even giving a person 1,000% chance to actually um, have someone in like me in their life, and that thinking that we actually was going to grow old together. And when I found out all that was going on, and that was not even in my eyes possible, that was just not possible, because I am not God. I only could give you so much grace. I can't, but anyway, so right before this relationship, I had just, it's so ironic now that I'm talking about it. It's weird. It's weird, but you know what? I don't know. Things are just running through my mind right now. So some stuff you ain't gonna understand, because I'm sick. I'm talking, but I'm almost answering some of my own questions that I've been having in my head, and then some stuff is just kind of like a light bulb, like you know, like that. So anyway, so it was about 6 months after I decided. It wasn't even a decided. I'm gonna tell y'all what I did, and then I'm gonna go into the story time. After I finally got to talk to the person on the phone, which I wanted, it was important to me that we do the FaceTime. I wanted to FaceTime. I thought it was very, very important. I didn't even want to do the voice thing. I didn't, I didn't want to do the texting thing. I said to the person that, okay, I'm gonna give you my number. Okay, when do you think you're gonna call? And when you call, can we do FaceTime? And he was like, yeah, we could do FaceTime. So you really gonna give me your number? Yeah, I'm gonna give you my number, and you can call me now. We can talk now. And it was like, can you give me a little bit? Can you give me a little bit of time? Cause I'm at work. Okay, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. But the problem was when he dialed my number, it was a FaceTime. And I tried to FaceTime them on my end, and they said that their phone couldn't do it. So, when I got off the phone, because of how how the conversation went, I didn't feel like it needed to be a second phone call. I didn't feel like it needed to be no more texting. I immediately started blocking all the way across the board. I blocked texting, blocked phone number, I changed phone number, I blocked Facebook. I was done with that person. I was done because it had been too long of a time of here and there communicating. And now we're finally going to actually talk and see each other on FaceTime. And that don't happen. Oh, this over. There's no more conversation to be had. Okay, so that's what happened at the end. So let's go back. We're gonna go back in time. Now we're gonna go way back. I'm gonna tell you why we're going way back, because when the person contact me and the way they approach me as if we have already met and we talk. And from the conversation, yeah, we actually have met and talked before. Okay, well, not exactly met. Let me get that right. We didn't. When I say met, I mean like we were talking before. And a long time ago, he had my number, I had his number, and he would call me, and we would talk on the phone. But it was just talking. It would never really went to like anything else. And the reason why I didn't let it go to like a romantic stage or anything like that, because we were supposed to have our first date. Okay, so I was on a dating site, okay, and it was a young man who contacted me. He said to me that he was interested in me and that could we coerce, can we talk? And I was like, yeah. He's like, well, I'm in Houston. I said, I'm in Houston too. He said, what side of Houston you on? Now, see, the thing is, Houston got so many sides. It got so many sides. So I was like, I'm in the city. He was like, I'm in the city too. You know, and Houston got some sides in Houston that is not exactly the city. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many different parts of Houston. He was telling me what part he was on, and I wouldn't tell him what part I was on. I said, well, I'd rather not tell you what part of Houston that I stay on until I know, like until I feel more comfortable. And he's like, oh, okay, that's understandable and stuff like that. And we talking and everything. So we talk like, I would say we talked 3 days, not 3 days, but 3 different times. And then the fourth time he said to me, he said, hey, when do you want to meet up? And I was like, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. He was like, well, how about this Friday? I was like, okay. He's like, do you want to go to dinner? And I was like, well, how about let's do this. Because I had some stuff going on in my life at the time too, you know, trying to deal with the things that I deal with personally as far as my health. And I had my 2 children still with me. So things were going on in my life. So I was like, let's do Friday, but let's just do a coffee and let's talk first. You know what I'm saying? Let's do like a meet and greet. Y'all know what a meet and greet is like. You don't have to make like a real commitment, like of having like this long date with a person. You can actually meet them and see the vibe, how the vibe feels before you decide you really want to go out like on a night date with them, like a nice date. So whenever I do like a meet and greet, I would rather do it in the daytime, and it has to be before 4 o'clock. In case we start vibing, the conversation get good, and it get past like 6 or 7, start to get dark. You still got time, you know, to get home and probably feel comfortable with, trying to make it home or whatever, and reflect on how you feel about the person that you meet. That's how I see it, you know. And I never ever just went straight out on a date with a person. I always did a meet and greet first, always. And a meet and greet tells you a lot of things, okay? Because I'm going to tell y'all, this one date I went on, it was supposed to be a meet and greet. And when I got there, I took a picture of his car and his license plates. And I already had a picture of him from his profile. It was him. And I sent it to my daughter and my son. And he was like, what are you doing? I said, I'm sending your license plates and, your car and picture to my kids. And he was like, no, don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. I don't want nobody having my license plates. I don't want nobody, having my picture. I don't play that. And I was like, okay. I'm doing it because I don't know you. We're meeting up. And I just want to make sure that we good, because my kids ain't got nobody but me. And he got highly, highly upset. And I said, he is like, I want it deleted. Man, forget this. I said, okay, I said, I'm getting in my car. Once I get in my car, I'll delete it. But this over. Okay, bye. And he was still mumbling. He was like, man, mumbling underneath his breath and everything, talking, crap. So I got in my car and I act like I was deleting and everything. I didn't delete it. I deleted it eventually, but it was once I know, like I was good, I was in the clear, whatever. And I left, and he contacted me a couple of days like after that, seeing if we can try to do the meet and greet again. Maybe he shouldn't have been like the way he was. It's just that he ain't never had nobody do that. Most women, they feel comfortable around him and stuff like that, and I get that. So I blocked him. I didn't respond. I just blocked his number because I went out on another date and I did the same thing. And the guy was like, you leave me to smile? I was like, okay. He smiled and he took the picture with me, and I sent the picture to my son, daughter, his license plate and everything. We had a good time. We end up actually dating for a while, but that, I messed that up. I messed that one up. I messed that one up. But okay. But see, it just depends on the vibe and stuff like that. So the meet and greet is important for me so that I can know for sure that we're cool. I'm safe around you. You safe around me. My kids know I'm good. My kids know where I'm at. And I never kept no secrets like from my kids. I didn't just go out and just like, oh, I'll be back. No, I told my kids exactly where I was going and when I'll be back. And I will contact them every half an hour or every hour. Like, I was serious. And that's exactly what I did. So if I didn't call an hour, my kids were calling me. And all of us had, they knew where I was by my phone and all that. So we kept up with each other. So that was very important to me. So getting back, I told him, okay, let's meet at 7-Eleven. He said, which 7-Eleven? So he asked me to pick out the 7-Eleven. So I did. I chose a 7-Eleven that was open, like where you can see it from every angle. People was always at the 7-Eleven was always kind of packed, and I love a scene in like I love Houston when you get to eat outside or be outside and sitting at the restaurant or at a cafe, and it's a beautiful day. I love that. So I definitely picked a cute Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? And I told him that we can have like a coffee or just something to drink, and we can just talk for like a good, maybe an hour, And he said, okay. He said, what time? Okay. I said 2:00. He's like, let's make it like around 7. I was like, do you want to make it Saturday then? He was like, okay, how about 4? Because I get off work like around 3. And I was like, okay, 4:00. I'm cool with that. So I was excited, y'all. I was so excited about this. I got ready. That particular day, I did everything I was supposed to do. And I let my kids know that I was going to my meet and greet to meet a guy. And I'll be back in probably an hour and 10 minutes. And if it's going to be longer, that I will call them. I will not text them. I will call them and let them know. Okay. When I got there, my phone rang. I'm thinking a guy get ready to walk up to me. I answered like, hey, where you at? You there? You there? I said, yeah, I'm sitting right here. Are you near here? Are you here? And he's like, no, I'm not there. So I stopped looking around, and I was like, oh. He was like, I'm just gonna be a little bit late. I'm gonna call you back in a few minutes. So I didn't get agitated or nothing. I just waited because it was a beautiful day. I was just waited, and I went ahead and got my coffee, started sipping on it, and it helped me kind of like calm my nerves and everything because I was a little nervous and everything like that. By 4:30, 4:40, so I was like, okay, let me call him. He didn't answer. He sent me a text and he was like, I'm getting ready to call you right now. So I waited. It was like 10 more minutes. So then it was going on like 5 o'clock. He calls and he was like, hey, can we do a different Starbucks? One that I like, and I should have gave you that one the first time. And I was like, oh, maybe we can just do it another day or whatever. And he's like, no, just, it's still daylight. It ain't gonna get dark till almost 8, which is true. And I was like, okay. So he gave me the Starbucks address. I looked it up and everything and saw where it was. It wasn't far. It was like 15 minutes away, but it was 15 minutes further from the one that I was at. So I went there, right? When I got there, I pulled up and I was like, okay, I'm pulling up. Where you at? He didn't contact me back. So I pulled up and I gets out the car and I already had my coffee with me. So I just sat outside and I texted him and said, hey, I'm outside. Are you near here? Okay. He said, I'm about to call you. Calls me. He says, look, I'm going to give you an address and I just need you to meet me at this address. I said, what address? He said, I said, is it your address? He said, no, it's not my address. I said, is it a Starbucks? Is it a restaurant? What is? Oh, I don't want to say, it's a surprise. I said, well, how long is it supposed to take me to get to this address? He said, it's just 30 minutes from where you at. And I said, okay, so it's about 5:30 now. If I start moving, getting to whatever address you said, 30 minutes, it's going to be like 6 o'clock. I feel like I already done wasted like 2 hours. I said, let me think about it. I'm going to call you back, right? So I immediately got in my car and I drove. I was just gone. I was done. I just started driving home. And then he called me back and said, hey, are you on your way to I said, no, I'm not on my way. I said, I don't understand. Why didn't you come to the Starbucks where you told me to meet you, the second one? You didn't come to the first one, now the second one. He said, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have a car. He said, so that's why I was giving you an address where you can meet me at and we can, talk. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, I said, well, you know what? I'm not going to come, but I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe we can try this again. It just didn't work out today, but I'm going home, And he said, no. I really want you to come. I really want to see you. I said, I get that and everything, but we're going to try it another day. This just wasn't the right day. And I have to process the fact that you didn't tell me you didn't have a car. Because you could have told me that. Like, the first thing we talked, do you drive or you drive? I drive. Like, you got to let somebody know, okay, yeah, I want to meet up with you, but, it's going to take me some time to get there, or I'm going to have to get a ride. I'm going to have to get a taxi, something, And that kind of irritated me a little bit. So I went home. I'm going to tell you what I did. I ended up blocking his number, and I ain't talked to him no more. That was that, okay? Now, after that, it was like about 2 years later, the person with the same name contacted me, and I felt like, okay, they, this was the first message. Hey, a long time no see. So I was like, oh, okay. Hey, how you doing? And it's like, yeah. They was like, I still want my first date. And I was just like, oh, and, you know, by the name, I remember the name and everything. And then the picture that they had up, it was like a side picture. It looked like them, but I wasn't sure because it had been a long while. And then I didn't have that phone anymore. So I wasn't sure. So I was like, it looked like them. And then from the conversation, I was saying, and then it had to be them because then I asked about the work and I was asking about some, you know, how was things was going because supposed to be like a manager at his work and stuff like that. And he was saying that he do other type of work now, and but you know, I never gave him that date, and he feel bad about how things went, right? And I told him, oh, don't worry about it, no problem, stuff like that. So that was it. Next thing I know, in my inbox was like, hello, how you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Basically talking to me. So I wrote back and I would say that I'm doing good. I hope your day doing good. So this went on with us just leaving little tiny messages for about, I would say 2 years. 2 years, okay? So then within that 2 years, the conversation started getting longer because then it started getting like personal, singing like, I'm surprised you ain't got no man yet. I'm surprised that you still single. That type of conversation stuff. Then they start telling me they want to be my man. They want to get to know me. They really want to date. They really feel bad that they didn't get their chance and all that stuff. So talking to me as if we really like know each other. And we didn't know each other. We didn't get a chance to know each other, but the conversation seemed like, it just seemed comfortable, like, yeah, cool. Like, since he was really showing interest in me, I started going through his profile, and I noticed I didn't have too much in the profile or anything. It was just like not too much, not too many pictures. I didn't really get like clear pictures. I got a few pictures, but they just seemed like older pictures. I didn't see no like update picture. Now you take an update picture out of nowhere. You dressed up or not, or dressed up and you put it on your Facebook stuff. I didn't see stuff like that. So I was asking him, when is he going to take an update picture? So he was like, oh, I'm not really a picture person. I'm not really like an internet person. And I said, I get that, but your picture is to the side and then it's not really updated. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, oh, I'll try to put something else up there. Is that what's going to keep you from, not wanting to date me or whatever? I said, well, no, I just want to like feel comfortable that, I kind of know who you are, stuff like that, right? So as time went on, another like year came and we were just small chat. It was just small chitter chat, nothing serious. And then one day he said, can I have your number? I want to set up a time that we can meet and take you out on a date. He said, I got a car, so I want to take you out on a date. So I did. I said, okay, yeah, we can go ahead and talk. I said, but if we talk, I want to FaceTime. Since you don't have no update pictures, I want to make sure that you're the person that you say you are. You know what I mean? Because, I don't like the weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I try not to be so like detective, like, but stuff be so weird that I can't help it. So I gave him my number, and he was supposed to call me. He called me. When he finally called me, I told you at the end, he called me, but he didn't FaceTime me. You know what I'm saying? So I was a little irritated about that. And then he said that, like he said, he was at work. He said he was cutting hair or whatever, and he had to go outside in order to talk to me. Now, the thing is, when I talked to him on the phone, the conversation was like tug and pull. It was like when typing, it would go smoothly. Now that we're talking, it's like you would think that I called him and that I was trying to get to know him first, because it was like you ask a person a question and they answer and it was short. It was nothing else. And so with my personality, I was like, look, okay, this conversation seems dry. And if it's like this on the phone, it's probably going to be like this in person. I said, that's why I want to FaceTime, because I feel like FaceTime, you see a person's face, you see their expression, and you don't assume, you don't take things the wrong way, or you can take things the way that you see it, the way the expressions are. And he said to me that his phone don't do FaceTime, you know. So I was asking him, I said, how long you been at work today? Just a couple of hours. That's it. Nothing else. Not dragging the conversation. Not like, oh, I've been a couple of hours and yeah, I got here, and da. So what you, it was like, I've been here a couple of hours. Then it was like silent. Then it was like, okay, how often do you go out? How many times you like to date? Where do you like to go? I'll just go wherever you want to go. Nothing else. Oh, I don't really date. Nothing else. So I was just like, and I was like, okay, what are your hobbies? What are the things you like to do? Well, I don't really have no hobbies. I just work, you know, and then nothing else. And I said, you know, are you the person that I've been like chatting with? And this is off of Facebook. Chatting with on Facebook? Yeah, I'm the person. I said, and you the person I've been having a conversation with? Yeah. I was like, okay, you sound strange. You sound like somebody told you, look, she about to call, talk to her. You know what I mean? And you don't know what to say. You don't know what to answer. You don't even know what questions to ask. You don't even know, it's not going anywhere. Something's going on. And he was like, oh, I'm just nervous. I said, but it don't feel like nervousness. It just feels like you're just responding to whatever I say, but you're not engaging. So I'm going to cut this short. If you want to FaceTime, let me know. If not, you know, I'm pretty much done. When I got off the phone, they sent me, it was so crazy. They sent me a long paragraph of, I'm so sorry that the conversation wasn't as flowy. The conversation in the text was just like, it was just like if a person was talking to you like poetry, but on the phone, nothing, right? Saying, oh, you know, I'm gonna try to FaceTime you, maybe give me a month until I can get a phone where I can, you know, FaceTime. I don't have that type of phone. So I was like, well, maybe a lot of people don't really have like the FaceTime phone, but I told him we can do what about the computer. He was like, no, he don't have that set up for that. It was just excuses after excuses. So he asked me, can we just do like the texting thing? Can we just talk through texting, and then when we're gonna meet up, we can just text each other instead of talking and calling? And I was just like, let me think about that. After that, I just went to the page and I started typing in his name and his page, and then a duplicate page came up just like his page like 3 times, and they had 3 different stuff, and it was so weird. It was a guy that didn't look nothing like him that was in his page with another woman all the time, and then the other one was weird. They had 2 kids, a different man with 2 kids. Like, why has this man got pictures of people that's not him in his page? It's so weird. So I said, okay, I'm blocking all of them. I blocked all those pages, and I changed my number, and I was just done with that. And 6 months later, the man that I decided that I would be in a relationship with, he contacted me, and me and him started kind of talking, and that went on for like a little bit over a year. And then we decided that we were going to build a relationship, and we were going to like choose each other. But yeah, after that, when I blocked that first guy, I never hear nothing else from him. I ain't never seen him no more, but I felt like he was a catfish. I felt like the person that I was talking to was not the person that called. That wasn't the person. And I felt like the person I was talking to on the phone had no idea. It was just like somebody was like, you got to take this phone call from me or something like that. So I was pretty much done with that. I let that go. And I was like, no, that was too weird. I'm not going to keep doing the weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? FaceTime is easy. It's easy to just do FaceTime. That way you see each other and you know, like, yeah, you know, like the guy that I decided to be in a relationship with, we FaceTime immediately. And as soon as he saw me on FaceTime, he was just all in the camera. He was so excited, you know what I'm saying? And we was just talking. But that guy, I just felt like he was a total catfish. He had too many pages and the pictures weren't consistent. It was just weird. So I was like, okay, you know, so yeah, someone from the internet definitely tried to date me, but I don't even know now that if that was the same guy that I had supposed to have went out on a date with years before, and then contact me like, hey, long time no hear, nice to see you, and then still, and I felt like it was the same guy because the same way I never got to see him the first time, it was just like that with the FaceTime. Like, it just was not happening. That's some weird stuff, you know. So when a person is scared to FaceTime you or don't meet up with you in person, I just don't think it's sincere. They don't want nothing serious. There's something else going on there. It's not worth it. So I cut that completely off and I moved on. So yeah, that is the story that happened. Yeah. You know, that's why I'd rather meet people in person. I'd rather meet people in person because the internet stuff it's just not, it don't work out for me. It just never seemed to work out for me. But anyway, thank y'all so much for listening. I hope you have a wonderful night. I'm glad you're enjoying the vlogs, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you. I want to thank one of my new Patreons. I got new Patreons, y'all. My Patreon is growing. So I have Elizabeth. And I have Wendy Love, Pinky Dove or something like that. I can't remember right off the bat. Pinky Dove, Fern. Oh, I'm so excited. I have all these new Patreons, so I really appreciate y'all joining the Patreon. I appreciate everybody who looked out for me for my GoFundMe. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. One of my Spirit Lights has sent me a message today and was saying, Spirit, your SOL's got your back. I know that's right. Thank you so much. So I know a lot of people don't know about this vlog channel yet, but yeah, I run across the vlog channel. I hope that y'all super excited about it, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see y'all in the next vlog. Bye. Good night, y'all.